I've been doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing, and that's taking my phone and then taking a picture of myself. It's selfies. I mean, I'm not really that vain, and I don't take that many. But when you do, be fucking careful of your surroundings. Don't walk out in the middle of the street and say, "Hey, look at me," while the car is coming up racing behind you, because I'm too much of an idiot to realize about my surroundings. Apparently, a 25-year-old hiker fell to his death this last week while posing for a selfie at a cliff in Washington, Palouse. Is that how it's pronounced, County? Palouse?
Yeah, yes, the Palouse River.
Yeah, the Palouse Falls State Park on this last Tuesday. The Cade Prophet was taking, I think his name was Cade Prophet, was taking a selfie with his girlfriend near the top of the waterfall when he slipped and fell into the Palouse River, according to the Tri-City Herald. Now, he fell about 40 feet into the river where he was swept away, and his body was later found in a very difficult-to-reach location. Now, I got to tell you, when I was a kid, growing up, we lived near the Wisconsin River, and there was a jump that you could go up to, and it was about 40 feet, give or take, and you could dive right into the Wisconsin River. My brother would do this quite a bit, and a friend of mine, he did it. He apparently went too deep into the river and hit his head on the bottom on a rock on the bottom. He was okay, but the fact is, though, this guy, he just slipped and fell into the river. He wasn't even expecting to. So I don't know what kind of what the river bottom is like there. But if you fall from that height and you fall into the water that fast, I mean, depending on what's underneath, you're probably going to get knocked out by rocks and whatnot, and you're going to die. And that's exactly what happened to this guy. They used to apparently have fences up around these places, but because people complain about the fences, so they took them down. And this is not the first death, because there's been a lot of deaths. In fact, since 2015, nearly 50 people have died so far taking selfies, according to a study that includes tourists who died after falling down like a staircase at the Taj Mahal while attempting to take a photo. So, and this last year, a tourist fell to their death at Machu Picchu in Peru while attempting to take a selfie while, he's probably up on a rock cliff or something. Connie, your thoughts?
The Palouse River flows across the desert to make the dramatic 198-foot drop off of basalt rock, thanks to geology carved by the Ice Age floods. The east end of Washington State is primarily semi-desert, but it's like steppes and plains. And you have the Cascade Mountains, and then you have the as you move west, you have the Cascade Mountains, and you have the Puget Sound and mountains, and then the ocean. But the thing about this is that I'm looking at the picture of it, and yeah, it's like, no. A lot of the reason people come to the Washington State is we have a lot of beautiful scenery and is for outdoor enthusiasts. But, sometimes the only thing separating you from imminent danger is like a chain on a little stick. I mean, I went to one place, it was the ginkgo forest, which is, again, Eastern Washington. And they said, okay, there's this little post, like not even 3 feet high, with chains, and said, don't go over here, this is rattlesnake area. And I'm like, well, I hope the rattlesnakes can read the signs too.
Oh, wait a minute, there's a sign there, I can't go over there because
I won't bite you. Yeah, I won't bite you. It's sad, because if you want to explore, you want to see the beauty of nature, there should be more funding for this. I guess this is the point I would really want to bring to this, is that our state parks and our state access areas, we want them to be open to people to go ahead and walk and do things safely. That there's not funding for it, and I don't know where all the money's going, but it's
going to that church that's refusing money. That's where they're going.
Well, and also, guess what? If you're more interested in taking a dramatic selfie of you, you should be more interested in your safety.
Yeah.
But I guess that might get more views too. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely would. I would definitely suggest. It just go where it's safe and take your selfie. And if you're going to take a selfie, be aware of your surroundings. Just be the fuck aware of your surroundings. Tom, your thoughts?
It should happen all the time. This is Darwinian evolution in action. I think there should be less chains, less restraints, more opportunities for these people to off themselves.
Yeah. It's like that George Carlin saying where he would say, the kid that swallows the most marbles doesn't go on to have children of his own. That's a true. It's a true.
I mean, it's a big thing with people taking pictures, selfies with wild animals and then getting mauled. And then they shoot the animal.
Yeah.
Shoot the person. Take them out of the gene pool.
Yeah, they don't belong in the gene pool. I remember a couple years back, some guy tried to take a selfie with a moose, and the moose fucking decided to, or a bison. No, it was a bison. He tried to take a selfie with a bison. And that bison got like, hey, what the fuck are you taking my picture for? And he started chasing after the guy. So I'm like, okay, that's a thing you should not be doing. So I think we even covered it on the show here. So if you get run down by an animal that you're trying to take a selfie with that's a dangerous animal, then I have no sympathy for you. I have zero fucking sympathy for you. Sorry.
Neither do I.
Hey, there you are, Matt.
Hey, he's awake.
We thought you fell asleep. Atheist Ranger, what are your thoughts?
Well, I want to say Geronimo, but I think it would be too insulting.
I was actually thinking about putting a picture up behind me like a waterfall, and then taking my phone and go right before, just as I'm.
I just have to agree with Tom. I mean, you shouldn't be taking selfies where it's dangerous, and you damn sure shouldn't be taking pictures with bison, who, by the way, are very territorial animals.
Yes,
I have no sympathy for you. I'm sorry. I don't do victim blaming very much, but that his death is his own fault.
I don't think it's victim blaming at all in that instance, because he took and went out of his way to get himself into a situation. This is not like a person who dresses a certain way and then goes to a club, because the person that does the attacking, they have a choice to make too, to not do that. The waterfall or the bison, I give excuse to, because it's a dumb animal. It doesn't understand. A waterfall has no reasoning, and a cliff doesn't have any reasoning. It's a formation. It doesn't have any reasoning. It just is there. So if you fall off a cliff, the cliff is going to go, oh shit, you shouldn't have been doing that, and reach out and grab you. It ain't going to do that. The same thing with a bison or even a bear or whatever. They see you as lunch. They don't see you as, hey, oh, that guy's having a fun time. Okay, you are a lunch to this thing. So don't be taking selfies with wild animals unless they're like behind, cages. Matt, you have any thoughts on this?
Stupid people. That's all I can say.
Okay, that rounds it out.
No, what I mean is, you have to pay attention to what you're doing. I mean, if you're, Mother Nature can play tricks on you if you don't pay attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're on a cliff or something, or somewhere where you could fall and hurt yourself, or the Grand Canyon or wherever, and you're taking a selfie and you're not paying attention, and there you go, overboard. It's your fault.
Yeah. Now, I just want to put this into perspective, I just want to put one thing in perspective. Speaking of the Grand Canyon, there is this platform. It's like some kind of specialized glass platform. I've seen pictures of it that you can walk out on. You can see down, you can see outward. It's glass or something that you can, but it stretches out over the canyon. If I'm out there taking a selfie and I'm obviously in no danger, and something happens like that thing collapses, that's a totally different thing. Although you're taking some risk to go out, a stretch out on a cliff, but there are other people involved in putting that out there. So you're not completely wrong to do that, because they put it out there for that very reason. So there are limitations on that.
Trust and faith at that point.
Yeah, it's you having a trust in the person that built that thing, that you would be safe to walk out there. So if something like that happens where you fall because it failed, that's not on you at that point. That's just something that just happens because something fails, and shit like that fails because it's a man-made object. All objects will fail at one point.